Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This article and the subject is like a gift that keeps on giving, to quote I think comes from the scriptures somewhere, and since we are close to the Middle East, we are about to talk about Israeli families of the 1972 Munich Olympics victims demand more compensation, that money. All right, well, they got some, from as far as I know. It says here that Germany regrets boycott by Munich attack victims' families. So this is from Associated Press from today, August 12, and the other one that I mentioned first, with Israeli families of 1972 demand more compensation from Germany. That's from Reuters from August 12, 2022. Now, let me give you a little scenario here. All right, you are invited to someone else's birthday party. Okay, so they are having a family birthday party, and you are the neighbor, one of the neighbors, and you are invited, and you're very excited about it because you are a neighbor, just a neighbor. You go to their party. All right, so they invite you over there. You go over there, have some dance, do this, have some wine, good conversation, and all of a sudden, a neighbor of yours and the guests, the host, they invite over there too. You and that neighbor, let's say his name is Biden. So let's say this neighbor Biden, you have a problem with him here in your neighborhood, but he's invited over there too. So you fight with him, kicks Biden's kicks. His kid's ass, and you don't like one another. You fight all the time. You do all kind of hanky-panky, nasty stuff. So you are fighting with his neighbor, physically and all that, in court and all that. So you are both invited to this other neighbor's birthday party of his child or something, or his family members, close relatives are there, and you are, giving the honor to participate to that party. You go over there, this guy goes over there, and while you dance and you do what you do best, this guy comes and he starts shooting around and he kills one of your family members. They were with you over there, at the party, injures that person and kills. All right, so then everything, that guy gets killed, the neighbor, and then you sue that neighbor who invited you and the Biden neighbor. You sue him for compensation because that guy, your neighbor that you don't get along with, shot one of your family members at this guy's party. His party that you were invited to participate. You were given that honor to participate. You can stay outside and do your hanky-panky with your neighbor in your little, over there, okay? In your swamp. And over here they had a nice party. So you brought your shit with your neighbor over there, and then unfortunately, because you are garbage with this garbage here, you create over there a situation. Unfortunate as it is, some people lose their lives from your family. It's unfortunate. Now, you sue that guy, you're trying to sue, and tell them to pay you money. He owes you. Because he didn't somehow, was able to strangle that guy before that guy killed your family members or whatever. Okay. Now he pays you. You settle with that guy. So this happens, let's say, it happened a week ago. And you settle. He gives you about $4 million. All right, I'll say, okay, all right, like that $4 million is going to bring your children back from, the realm of death. No, it's not going to do that. But, at least you can go to Hawaii and Bahamas and have some fun on that money, right? Or maybe buy some weapons and get the neighbor. You know what I mean? So this is what, the whole story here. And then after about 10 years, after you run out of money, you go back to the neighbor and say, hey, the $4.5 million were not enough. I need more. And then it's going to cost more. It's going to give you more. And then you go again, have some party, buy some weapons, do whatever with the hanky-panky with the neighbor. And again, after about 10 years, you run out of money and you go back and say, hey. And this guy has a commemoration for your family, for your children, in your name. to say, oh, look, well, man, that was a very bad incident over there. We all feel sorry. Look, everybody should acknowledge the, if neighbors don't get along, this could happen. Be mindful and so on. And I say, no, if you don't pay me more money, I'm not going to come to the commemoration of my family's death. Something that they have nothing to do with. These guys and you have with that. You brought that over there. Otherwise, it would have happened in your neighborhood, in your swamp. So then, right now, I'm not going to participate for these guys who honor my family. They have no obligations to do that. But they're nice people. So they want to do that. You say, I'm not going to participate in that thing that you're doing for me if you don't pay me money. Now, this is how it is with these guys. That's how I see it. And that's the way I'm going to say it is. So let's read a little bit here. These guys, what are they saying? What exactly they want? So Israeli families of 1972, 82, 92, 2002, 2012, 2022, 50 years, right? 50 years. They won't let it go. They're still alive. I'm still alive. So I will ask for more money. Once I'm going to be gone, one member of my family, my son or my daughter or whomever, is going to take over and is going to ask for more or more. And when they die, their children will keep asking the neighbor with the party that was nice enough to invite me and the other garbage, both of us, to this. All right? Munich, the families of Israeli athletes murdered at the 1972 Munich Olympics are unhappy with the fresh German compensation offers. So the neighbor offered to compensate me. But no, that's not enough. So it's about money? What is this? That's a commemoration, anniversary, however we want to call it. Those guys. And you want money. Okay? If you don't give me money, I'm not going to participate. You know what I would do if I would be that neighbor? This is what I would do. You know what? I want you to give me my money back plus interest, and we're going to scratch all this anniversary, commemoration, and I don't want to hear it. That's it. Bye. I don't know you. Go with your other guy over there and do your hanky-panky, whatever you want to do over there in your little swamp, and never come back in my neighborhood, in my house, at my parties. Okay? Because my parties are around me and my family. All right? And you know what I mean. So here it is. They're very unhappy with fresh German compensation offers and plan to boycott a ceremony making the 50th anniversary of the attack in protest. Their spokesperson told Reuters. I don't, and I'm quoting, I don't want some euros to be thrown in my direction. We are not going to accept that. Okay, what do you accept? Flowers? What do you expect? Some weapons? What do you expect? Anki Spitzer, spokesperson for the family, told Reuters television, the sums under discussions have not been disclosed. You don't want some euros, you want lots of euros. Yeah, we love money. We are not going to the memorial ceremony until Germany takes real money, responsibility, money. Not only by words, added Spitzer, whose husband was killed in the attack. Sorry, ma'am. So, this is, let's see how much they got. The Times of Israel reported that immediately after the massacre, the first, Germany made payments to the relatives of the victims amounting to about 4.19 million marks, about 2 million euros, and that in 2002 the surviving relatives received another 3 million euros. So they received that 4.19, and then they received marks. So they received 2 million euros then in those money. All right, then and then they received 3 million more. And then what is the last sentence? I will read it to you. Don't go anywhere. Since the end of the Holocaust and World War II, Berlin has felt a special responsibility towards Israel. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, pay out, and be just.